everybody. Welcome back to the Raw Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, you already know I ask you to do it every single day. Why? Because we are building a community over here. And let me tell you, this right here is the best community on these internet streets. You don't believe me? Go in the comments and you're going to meet the best people. I'm telling you, top tier people. And I promise you, you'll enjoy being a part of it. And if you want to be a part of it, you know what you need to do? Go down here in these settings. Yes, look around, find that subscribe button and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too, so you'll know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And I do pop in quite often. Also, give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the beast, the algorithm. It's a beast, y'all, and it has me shaking my head. That's all I'm going to say. Also, I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all of the people who chooses to support the channel by watching the commercials. I know it's hard. I know they play those same commercials over and over again. You see that skip button and you want to skip, but you say you're going to support the channel and you don't. And I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you because it really, really helps the channel. Also, right about here, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative to have your support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, our super thanks button is right over there. And all donations to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, y'all. I have a shout out and I have an announcement. I do. The shout out is to Church Nellie. What can you say about Church Nellie except I love her. I love her. And I am just thrilled to have her as a part of this tribe. I cannot tell you, she is everything. She is funny. She is the glue that holds this whole community together. And I am just so thrilled that she decided to become a part of my tribe. So thank you, Church Nellie. Thank you for the super thanks. And just thank you for being you. You are incredible. You know that. You really, really are. Also, I have an announcement. I do. We have a new channel member. We have a new channel member, and it's somebody that I just adore. I adore her. I see her in the comments, and she is always coming through with the support. And now she is going to be our newest channel member, and that would be Baby Sis Doll. Yes, Baby Sis Dolls is absolutely our new channel member, and I could not be more thrilled. I could not be more thrilled, y'all. I am so happy. When I looked and saw that Baby Sis Doll was going to be a part of the reading club, I was like, oh my goodness, can the day get any better? So thrilled, so thrilled. So welcome, Baby Sis Doll, to the reading club. And now that you are an official part of the reading club, you can go over to the community page and your official welcome will be posted over there. And I want everybody who hears my voice, everybody who has a chance to go over to the community page and welcome Baby Sis Dolls to the reading club, because I'm over the moon. I am happy. I am joyous to have her. I really, really am. All right, y'all. With all that said, y'all already know it is time for the read. And y'all know I've been in these streets all day, just nosing around all day. I have had a busy day, but I still hit those streets. And y'all know when I am putting the read together, y'all know what I do. I hit those internet streets. And I'm telling you, I was on all the platforms as usual. I didn't stay very long, but I was over there. And y'all know I always land in the sewer. That's where I spent most of my time. Now I peeked in on Instagram, and y'all know Megan has something over there for us. Yes, Netflix absolutely cut us a little some, just to whet our appetite for March 4th. And let me tell you, I am thrilled with it. It is so cute. And Harry and Meghan is showing everybody what unbothered looks like. And I love it. And we're going to talk about that. And that's what the squatties are really talking about over on X, formerly known as Twitter. I call the sewer. Yes, they talking about that a lot. And also on Instagram, all the platforms, it is a buzz. But y'all also, they talking about will not and cannot had an engagement today. And let me tell you, it was hard to tell who was who. Now we know Harry and Meghan was at Invictus, but William and Kate must have been at school because they were studying everything that Harry and Meghan did at Invictus, and they showed up with all of the cosplay, all of the Harry and Meghan's mannerism. I believe they even stole their camera crew because they was even doing the camera shots. It was embarrassing. When I saw that mess, I said to myself, do they have no shame? Is that what they're saying to us? We have no shame. We are going to blatantly cosplay Harry and Meghan, just like we can't tell the difference between the two. It is just crazy to me how these people behave. I'm just saying, we're going to talk about that too. And then I have an article from one of my favorite squatties talking about William's obsession. We're going to talk about that. So we have a lot. Y'all, we even have William and Kate holding hands. I kid you not. I kid you not. Yes, the cosplay was just that hard. They were coming in hard with the cosplay today. They held hands. She put her hand on his back. Like, I'm telling you, I keep telling y'all, they have a mood board, a Pinterest board. They have, I don't know what kind of board they got over there to Kensington Palace, but I believe William and Kate go to school every day. The school of Harry and Meghan. They absolutely sit down with their pencil and their paper, and they show them reel after reel after reel of Harry and Meghan, so they can come out with some nonsense like this, shamelessly copying Harry and Meghan. It was hilarious because who do they think they fooling? And don't they see how pathetic it makes them look? It looks so pathetic, so pitiful, so, it's mind-blowing. And all of this attacking of Meghan prior to her show, it is comical. This one-sided war is comical at this point. Get some help already. Find a therapist already. Because at the end of the day, you're looking really delulu out here, just absolutely point by point, everything that Harry and Meghan did on when they was at the Invictus game. These people tried to jam it into one event. It was shameless, like I said. So let's get into it. I had to go on that little tangent because I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Now, could I believe they was cosplaying? Absolutely. But I did not even anticipate how hard they were going to go in on the cosplay today. They went 100% all in, 10 toes down on taking on Meghan and Harry's mannerism. I have said this time and time again, and then I'm going to get to the read. Harry and Meghan need to lock their doors at night, because I would not be shocked if William and Kate they went to bed and they woke up with William and Kate in there with them, because they want their life. Everything that Harry has, William won't. Everything that Meghan has, Kate won't. They are exactly the same people. It is ridiculous and so sad. And what's so sad about it, it is not one person who can just go in and say, be yourself. Be yourself. I know you're boring, but be that. Because you're out here looking real stupid and greasy, copying off your baby brother like you are. It is ridiculous. But let's get started, and we're going to talk about that nonsense. But first, we're going to talk about some good news from Harry and Meghan, and I just love it. So I'm going to put this up. We're going to start with this. All right, this particular squatty said this. They posted the little clip that Netflix released. I guess Netflix said, we see you out here cosplaying our faves, and so we're going to hit you with the old two-piece and a biscuit and drop a little ditty on that head of yours. And so they dropped this, and let me tell you, if you hadn't saw it, go see it. It is so cute. Oh my goodness. Harry and Meghan are so cute. I cannot believe they have been married almost, 6 years now? And they are so cute. They are so cute, so still in love, and just such best friends. Who would not want that out of a marriage? I'm just saying. But this particular squatty said this: Netflix is giving us another look into a very much highly anticipated With Love Meghan. We're here for it and we cannot wait. Where is the lie? I am sitting on ready. Y'all saw my little short I made. That is the way I am waiting. I'm telling you. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all see I'm smiling. I'm just thinking about it. I wonder what kind of pots and pans she gonna have. I can't wait. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up. And this particular squatty said this. New Instagram post from Meghan. A behind the scene peek of With Love Meghan. I love seeing her so happy and playful. Where it's a lie. Harry and Meghan are totally and completely unbothered. But I must admit, to have a brother like William is kind of terrifying. That is stalkerish behavior. Let me tell you, that is something you absolutely put out a restraining order on people if they did that. If they was not the Prince and Princess of Wales, I would be over there at the courthouse signing a restraining order on them folks, because that's the craziest mess I ever saw in my life. It is weird and it's so cringe. But I digress. Yes, this is so cute. If you hadn't saw it, mosey over there to Meghan's Instagram, and it is worth it, let me tell you. And I love it. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up, and this is where Harry makes his little debut. He is in this little clip. And yes, this particular squatty posted that and said, this is what unbothered looks like. She doesn't give a flying you know what. God, how I love this woman. Yes, Meghan is living her life. She ain't got no time for these folks. And how, I just don't know how Meghan and them take it when they look and find out that William and Kate has just absolutely took on their whole personality. It is weird, y'all. It is weird. I just cannot. I can't. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Harry gave an exclusive interview to US Weekly. I feel the same way this squatty does by US Weekly. That to me, they try to ride the fence. Sometimes they're writing hit pieces. Sometimes they have that little show, the US Weekly show, and they're constantly, just being, slagging Harry and Meghan off. So I don't, I feel a little some kind of way about it too, and sometimes they do a decent article, but I must say I fall in the same camp as this particular squatty, and this squatty said this: I hate promoting this garbage magazine, but I love promoting my faves more, so give it a read. It's a pretty good article with a direct quote and no biases or mischaracterizations. So, yes, I must admit I have not read the article. I will while I am in the hotel. This is something that I will do. And if this particular squatter recommends it and she hates US Weekly, it is good enough for me. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. Here comes the whales. Here comes the single white female couple. If you look up obsessed, if you look up stalker, if you look up cosplay, if you look up shameless, if you look up soulless, these are the people you would face with each one of those. I have never saw anything like it before in my life. William is certifiably mentally ill because you have to be to do behave in this manner. And Kate is his equal. She is just like him. She is a female version of him because she participates in this nonsense. She does not try to guide her husband to, the light of sanity. I mean, it's as if everybody is sick over there. It is a echo chamber, and they really want to be Harry and Meghan. And this is just not William and Kate. We all know Charles and his horse went to Australia and did nothing but copy Harry and Meghan over there. What is it? Am I missing something? I mean, are they so void of personality that they literally have to take on someone else's? We all know that Kate has had an evolving personality because first she was trying to be like the queen, then she was trying to be like Diana, and then she would alternate between the two, and then at one point she didn't know who she was. One day she was Diana, one day she was the queen. And then Meghan hit the scene, and before we knew it, Kate had robbed. I'm telling you, today the cosplaying was so hard, it was as if they robbed Harry and Meghan of their personality by gunpoint. I don't think they could have robbed them anymore if they had used a gun. That is what we are looking at. It is just that mind blowing for me. Am I the only one? So my mind is blown that these people are so shameless. It is. I mean, and they did not let. I mean, how long was it since Invictus? We are maybe 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks out from an Invictus, and these people are back after 2 weeks just studying Harry and Meghan's every move, not even letting any time in between, and copying everything that they did at Invictus. I'm telling you. I cannot. It's so strange. I'm just saying. This particular squad, well, the article is in People. I did not bother to go over there to People. I did not even feel the need to go over there and see these people cosplaying Harry and Meghan. I mean, and people pretending like they don't know what the deal is. Everybody knows what the deal is. And everybody can see that it's pathetic. William is going to be such a pathetic king. He is, because he is totally and completely obsessed with his brother's life. Everything about him. Everything. He wants it. He wants everything. Keep your door closed in Montecito while y'all are opening that window with the get the, because I think Harry said in Spare that they would open the windows and open the doors for the sea breeze to come in, and that's how the hummingbird got in. They better lock them doors. When you got a brother like that, you better lock some doors now. I understand the sea breeze and all that, but hmm, hmm, I think I would lock the doors and have some motion detectors all the way around, because I'm telling you, it is getting really, really creepy at this point. I'm just saying. And this squatter came up under this. Well, people said Kate Middleton and Prince William shock commuters as they take the train to Wales for royal outing. We know this stunt. He did this the last time he went to Wales, and his helicopter was flying over the train. As he sit on the train, he was able to see his helicopter get there before he did. And the minute they absolutely got through with the engagement, he hopped on the helicopter and he was a outie. But it's my understanding this time they came and went on using the train, because I guess we dragged them so much. They be monitoring everything we say on here. They do. When they study Harry and Meghan's up, down, and all around, to the point, I bet you Kate knows what hand Meghan uses for a fork. And so you think they're not monitoring the Sussex squad? Oh, yes, they are, because we absolutely drug him for filth, because that helicopter came up there and picked him up. And we just drug him for that. And this time, I think they rode the train back. And boy, I'm telling you, the cosplaying was at a peak. I'm telling you. And this squatty came up under there and said, PR stunt, as ever. Not a nod to Meghan. I mean, a diss and then do a nod to Meghan. I love it. Chef kiss. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And they went to Wales, and guess what they were doing? Cooking, making a cake. And what did Meghan do in her promo? She had a cake. These people, I'm telling you, if they was not the Prince and Princess of Wales and did not live 5,000 miles away, I would have to put a restraining order on them. Because less have been introduced in court and got a restraining order. This is crazy, I'm telling you. But this particular squatty posted this and said, they need to stop the pantomime of pretending to be like regular folks. Clearly, Kate doesn't cook, or maybe she does, but touching her hair and then touching the food is not kosher in any culture. But this is all a photo op, so no worries. Absolutely. Where she was scanning right then and there. Where is the camera? Let's get the money shot. And all the giggling and the throwing her head back. William, too, trying to be like Meghan, cooking. Cooking. They don't want Harry and Meghan to have the things that Harry and Meghan create for themselves. Everything Harry and Meghan create, any kind of lane, any kind of avenue that Harry and Meghan create, a space that they make for themselves, William and Kate wants to occupy that space. You know how sick you got to be? And they are just that sick. They proved that today. Weird. That's my word of the day. Weird. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this one up. And this squatty said this: lazy Cambridgers are out today for a PR stunt pretending to cook. And we wonder why. Meghan is having a cooking show, and here they are. They must be miserable. Can you imagine being so miserable that you begrudge the people who create a space for themselves? You want to occupy that space? You have to be a miserable human being and an entitled human being to think that you are entitled to someone else's life, their mannerisms, everything. You can just go there and steal. But we all know they are descendants of colonizers. I'm just saying. They proved that today. They will colonize your personality. They will, because they absolutely, Kate has colonized Meghan, and William too. William has colonized Meghan, walking around there with a binder in his hand with nothing in it. But we'll get to that. And this squatty goes on and says, here's Kate in her apron, but no hairnet, hand in her wig. Didn't wash her hands afterwards. Didn't wash her hands afterwards. That's horrible. I mean, oil and everything on her clothes. Oh, okay. It says now she's ready to roll with the same unwashed hand that stroked her long brown wig. Manual book on hygiene is needed. She too busy trying to get the money shot. We all know that Kate doesn't cook. And we all know Kate can't cook. We all know she can't cook. We saw that pancake. But this is all about Meghan. This is all about the obsession with Meghan and Harry. That's all it is. And it's pathetic. I'm telling you. And weird. There go my word of the day again. Weird. I'm telling you. Very weird. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. They even posted on their Instagram today about them. You look at them, the money shots. You see them sitting up there and just being so playful with each other and all this. And look at William pretending like he is actually interested in those cakes. And y'all, United Kingdom, hear me and hear me well. You run these folks $1 billion check every year for this kind of nonsense. This kind of nonsense y'all are running a check for. Just an announcement, I'm just saying. And this particular squatty posted this and said, and then her fans are begging Netflix to just give her what Meghan has without and once of Kitty proving herself. This is sad. Even her twisted-minded fans want her to have what Meghan has. And what Meghan created this space for herself, but they want Kate to have it. You see how fevered-minded and twisted these people are? I mean, it is so ridiculous. And this particular squatty showed how these twisted-minded fans posted. This twisted-minded fan tagged Netflix UK. and said, idea, a cooking show maybe. A cooking show for Kate, maybe. It is not enough medication over there on Salty Island for those people to be healed. I'm saying, get some help already. Because at this point, it's so obvious to anybody that something is wrong with you. It is. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this squad is talking about how Kate was putting a hand in her hair and putting a hand in the cake and then putting a hand in hair again and putting it in the cake. I don't. They don't know if they had. What do they call these? Well, I think they call them Wells cakes. They don't know if they had Wells cakes or hair cakes, but they they probably had both when Kate got through. It was so pathetic. I mean, it was an exercise in just absolute idiocy. Isn't that the word I'm looking for? They're idiots. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, it was an exercise in that. Crazy. And this particular squatty said this, hands straight from the hair with all spray and SHIT on the dough. Just imagine the uproar if this was the biracial princess. Where is the lie? Where is? They were talking about Meghan was decorating her cake and she didn't have gloves on. Yes, how many cooking show you ever saw people who are cooking, who is a lifestyle cooking? How many times have you saw Martha Stewart with some gloves on? I'm just saying. But they was trying to tag that on Meghan. Talking about she didn't have no gloves on, she didn't have no hairnet on. But at least Meghan didn't absolutely run her hands through and use the oil in them cakes to just absolutely just oil her scalp with. Because that's what Kate was doing. She got the oil on her hands and just rubbed it in her hair. And I must say, it's a lot shinier after she did it. But Meghan could not. And I'll add to that, Meghan would not. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatter said this. Me, every time they send Lazy Bell. This is a new name. New name alert, y'all. New name alert. I love it. I love it. Lazy Bell. Me, every time they send Lazy Bell out to wow the crowd, she always muck it up and leave us with a gem or two. That hair to the dough, that hair to the dough hand move is a gem that will come in handy as her pancake. Y'all know we ain't never let her live that pancake down. The squatties was riding that pancake last week when Meghan showed a pancake on her vision board. The squatties jumped right on that. I'm telling you, and wrote it and wrote it and wrote it. We are learning how to beat a dead horse like they do. They over there beating a dead horse now, but I'm not going to participate in that nonsense. Talking about Meghan bullying and they should release the report. That's what old Daily Fail is participating in. We all know that this old hashed up mess from Kensington Palace trying to sabotage Meghan, and I refuse to participate in that. I just absolutely refuse it. I prefer to drag William and Kate. So that's my preference, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I am not going to participate in this nonsense. They do this time and time again. That horse is dead. They can bury it or not. I will not participate in them beating it. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. Let's put this up and remind them where Willie Leaks got his idea to carry a folder, because before Meghan put this particular folder in her hand, none of them had ever been seen with any kind of document ever except the Queen and her red box. Other than that, they never had anything in their hand. And now here he is. But look at this. It says, Workshire Willie copying Meghan, Australia 2018. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Meghan came over there and rocked those people's worlds, and they have never been the same since. And I love that for them. And here he is carrying a folder with nothing in it. We all know ain't nothing in it, because what do they do except do what they're told? Because like I said, I read those excerpts from that Tom Quinn book, and it looks like they treat them like they are children. Go here, go there, sit here, do this, do that, take your bath on time. I'm just saying, what a life. Oh, and they live in this bubble, and they don't know how pathetic they look doing nonsense like this. They hire sycophants and put them around them, and then they come up with nonsense like this. I mean, you have to have zero creativity to copy and cosplay somebody so hard that it is just to the point of being so ridiculous. It's hilarious at this point. I'm just saying. This Not My King posted this and said they have given Billy Idol, not Billy Idol, but nobody, Lazy Bell. Lazy Bell is my favorite, and I'm just gonna have to use that one because I love it. Tell me in the comments if y'all like Lazy Bell. I love it. I love it. But but they call William Billy Idol the empty folder to carry again. Yes, he ain't got no ideas. That's about how much they have that's original in their lives, is what's written down on that one piece of paper in that folder. They have copied everything. They have gone to school and just incorporated everything Harry and Meghan. But the only thing that has been left of William and Kate is on one sheet of paper. And he carries around to try to remind himself that he is not his brother. I'm just saying. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this up. And y'all remember this? I mean, that scene of Harry and Meghan walking. This is Harry and Meghan walking. I think they're on their way to an event or something at the Invictus Games this past, 2 weeks ago? Yes, around 2 weeks ago. And the photographer or the videographer was filming them from behind. And that shot was beautiful. Yes, and it was just hip and just really, really Harry and Meghan. Well, this particular squatty said my faves, and my faves too. But look at this, y'all. Look at this. This is how hard they was out there copying today. They had somebody filming them from behind. These folks need prayer. I heard that William is not particularly religious. It could be from them demons, that he has. They just get all worked up, especially when it concerns Harry. But this man needs some prayer, because look at this. And this was just 2 weeks ago, and they are copying this hard with just unbridled abandonment. Just do not care anymore. Just blatantly shameless like this. Tell me that is not cringe. Tell me that is not borderline psycho. It is. And this particular squatty said this: the coat dressing wearing Mumbles and her estranged husband, Workshire Willie, are back from their umpteenth vacation after doing way less than anyone on earth. They're back at pretending to be at working, really carrying a folder full of blank sheets of a folder full of blank sheets and all. And also copying the shot that Harry and Meghan had of them at Invictus. This is what Harry and Meghan have to deal with. This is crazy. I'm telling you, I don't see how Harry just absolutely just can't resist calling William up and cussing him out. Like I said, I know they do it differently in the firm, but it's hard for me. It would be hard for me not to cuss him out. I'm just saying. Well, I'm going to put this up, y'all. And y'all know they went all out. When I tell you they went full 100 today, they went full 100, Harry and Meghan. And look at this. William and Kate staging PDA because it doesn't come natural for them. Riddle me this, y'all. Who's holding Kitty's long red coat for her? The security detail talking. They said talking the video. They must be saying taking the video. No, they have a professional videographer there. That's who's taking that video. And that particular shot was not an accident. They wanted that to happen. That was intentional. All of these shots from behind, that came straight out of Harry and Meghan's playbook from Invictus. And we just proved that. I'm just saying. And yes, William and Kate was walking around holding hands. I kid you not. And when I first saw it, I cackled. I could not believe that they had no kind of shame, had the audacity to try to do exactly what Harry and Meghan, what they ridiculed Harry and Meghan about, they are now just embracing as their own. And it's so, so sad. I mean, if they wasn't so rich, they would have a telethon type fundraiser for these people because they are so pathetic. They need their own telethon if they weren't so rich. And I'm sure they could raise some money because this is really, really pathetic behavior. I'm just saying. And this is what they posted on their page. And I guess that's Wales, what there's, I don't know what it means, but it says thank you. And look at them holding hands. Mm. I bet Harry and Meghan just sit back in their movie theater, those seats, and watch nonsense like this and cackle to know that they have these two in such a tight chokehold that they are out here just pantomiming and mimicking them this hard and being this shameless. I'm just saying, the chokehold is real, let me tell you. And she was out here putting her hand on his back. I'm going to put it up. Look at this. And y'all know when Meghan used to still puts her hand on Harry's back because she is absolutely being loving towards him. Y'all remember they said that's her being, how did they put it? I think they said that's her, taking control of him, controlling him. That's right, controlling him. And this particular squatty said this: wow, baby deranger, your future queen is controlling the future king by placing her hand on his back. No, she's not controlling him. She is absolutely cosplaying the hell out of me. That's what she's doing. And he's asked her to do it. I bet you they negotiated all these moves. So when we get to the market, I'll put my hand on your back. When we're walking through the train station, we're going to have them shoot us from behind. And when we're on our way back, we're going to hold hands like we really care about each other. I bet you every move was coordinated. I mean, up to the minute, because this is who these people are. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And so mediocre. And so subpar they are that they don't even, they so subpar. These two people are so subpar that they don't even own their they don't own their own personality. Because when you take on someone else's personality so blatantly, that means you don't have one, or you don't care for the one that you have. You hate yourself because you're trying to be somebody else. It is really, really weird. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this squatty reposted their post and said, and here comes the hand holding, everyone. Who are they copying? Who are they copying? I wonder who. Hmm. I don't think it can get any sadder. I guess it could, because at the end of the day, you know, the knockoffs is never as entertaining as the original. You know, you can go and you can buy those Walmart cookies. I love Oreos, and you can buy those Walmart cookies, the dark ones with the cream inside, and they taste good. They taste good, but they're not Oreos. They're not Oreos. It just don't hit like the Oreo does. And this is what William and Kate is. They just knockoffs at the end of the day. Yes, they the purses that you buy on the streets that has the logo for for a designer, but they're made of plastic instead of leather. Yes, knockoffs. That's what I'm gonna call them, knockoffs. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this up. And this particular squatter said, watching these leftovers feels like Groundhog Day. It does, because we just saw this show at Invictus, and now here we are being here we are watching the rerun of these folks. I mean, doing everything that Harry and Meghan already did at Invictus. But I digress. It says the same old boring SHIT, all that taxpayer money, and they can't find a single imaginative brain. That's the best karma. It is. And boy, are they boring. They're boring. I have said this from how long? Just forever, since I've had this podcast, that William and Kate, they are not under any kind of delusion of who they are. They know who they are. They know they're subpar. They know they're mediocre. But they want to try to fool other people into believing that they're not. But they know who they are. Charles knows who he is. They know. He knows who the horse is. They all know exactly who they are. And if they didn't, when Meghan showed up, she absolutely just shined a light on the fact that these people, only thing that they had going for them was slipping out of the birth canal. That she came in and showed them up. And if they didn't know who they are, they knew after she came there. And that's why they hated her so, because she showed them who they were. She held the mirror up, and they weren't so pleased with what they saw in it. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this says every single engagement made by the royal family is to try to get back at Meghan. Where's the lie? All the cooking, all the hand holding, all the shots from behind. So sad, so sad. And it says she's shaking that dusty institution to its core. Where is the lie? Meghan has changed that place forever. She has the future king and queen of the United Kingdom over there cosplaying her. That is how Meghan has absolutely shook that institution. She came over there and wrecked them. She did. And now here they are. She has the king and queen of the United Kingdom over there wanting to be her. Wanting to be her. I mean, white single femaling her. Exactly. Tell me that's not a powerful woman. She wrecked it. Her and Diana has the same claim to fame. That place was never the same when they left it. They wrecked it. And I love it for them. I do. And it says they can write hundreds of articles about Harry and Meghan without mentioning the lazies of the royal family. But they can't do the opposite. Where is the lie? They cannot write anything without putting Harry and Meghan's name somewhere in it. But Harry and Meghan can carry their own. That you don't have to mention them. That's power. That's power. And they know that. And that Instagram has proven how much power Meghan has. And it shakes them to their core. That's why they're so desperate trying to drag out that old dead horse again and beat it. Yes. And nobody is buying it. It stinks. Go back and bury it because nobody cares anything about it. I'm just saying, I don't even care enough of it to put it in my podcast. What about that? All right, y'all. I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatty said this. You can say a lot of things about Meghan Markle, but you cannot say she is irrelevant. Where is the lie? We just got through talking about that. Meghan has shook them. She has shooketh them. They have been shooketh. This black woman, American black woman from the Southern California came over there and shook at them, and they have never been the same. Shook at the king and the queen, well, the bed hopper, and the future king and queen are out here cosplaying her. Irrelevant? Nah, nah. That's not something you can associate with Meghan. I'm just saying. And it says the tightest handhold you can ever see while power walking through a train station was really something, though. The imitation game needs some work. No, the imitation game needs to stop. I disagree with this squatty. The imitation game needs to stop because it's weird, it's creepy, and it's psychotic. This is not normal behavior. Who does that? And just because it's the Prince and Princess of Wales, let's not normalize this craziness because that's exactly what it is. And I have said this time and time again. People have went to jail and people have absolutely had restraining orders put on them for less than this. I'm not normalizing this nonsense. I like I said, I disagree with this squatty this time. She is one of my favorite, but I can't go along with this one. I'm just saying. And the squatty under her said this. Don't they feel embarrassed when they're planning this in advance and knowing it is to be more like the Sussexes though? Cringe. Yes, this squatty has it right. Don't they, aren't they embarrassed when they're planning it? You know, you don't see anything wrong with it. That's why I say, I can't go along with that. No, they don't need to rehearse anymore. They don't need to do that. They need to stop. They do, and they need to find their therapist. They really do, and some medicine. They really need some kind of medication if they're not already on it. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to post this. And this is an article by my favorite squatty. And it is always, as always, hammer on the head of a nail, right on point. And the name of the article is Prince William's Meghan Obsession, a pitiable, petty fixation. Yes, he has a fixation on his brother and his brother's wife and their life. I'm telling you, it really must bother him to go to the extent that he went to today. That right there was a cry for help. I'm not going to encourage that kind of behavior. That is sick behavior. That is psychotic level behavior. I'm just saying, that's a fixation. And it needs to be addressed as that. I'm just saying. And this particular Squatty's article says this: it has been 5 years since Prince Harry and Meghan left the unpaid drudgery of royal service and began carving out an independent life far from the suffocating grip of the monarchy. 5 years since they sought freedom from the institution and demanded their labor while withholding its protection. 5 years, and yet Prince William, audibly and dutifully heir to the throne, cannot seem to take his eyes off of his brother's wife. Where's the lie? We all saw that picture of him looking at Meghan on the wedding, at the wedding. It's clearly a man wants something that his brother has. Y'all saw him standing up there. They were standing at the altar. Meghan came in, and that look on his face pretty much said it all. He looked at Meghan like he looks at Jason Knopf, just with love. Y'all know that I think that gate that William got, it swings both ways, in and out. I'm just saying, because he clearly has a Jones for Meghan, because he obsessed about her all the time. He don't want Harry to be happy. How can you love your brother, say you love your brother, but you don't want him to be happy? But I go on. It says the latest indication is William's particularly lingering obsession is the sudden reappearance of Jason Knopf, his loyal former aide, who has taken it upon himself to once again dredge up the thoroughly discredited accusations that Meghan, who has taken it upon himself to once again dredge up the thoroughly discredited accusations that Meghan bullied staff during her time as a working royal. In a well-timed interview on 60 Minutes Australia, North dutifully recited his greatest hits, vague, unsubstantial complaints long since dismissed, yes, conveniently exhumed just as Meghan prepares to launch her Netflix show. And it's a whole lot of other nonsense going on too. You know, all that nonsense about her talent agency and just a whole lot of nonsense that they're trying to cook up, all the controversy. But I choose to absolutely ignore it. I refuse to allow them to rob me of this joy. And to me, it just don't hit like it used to. It used to bother me to no end. And now I barely blink about it. I'm too focused on riding William and Kate like a horse. Yes, dragging them. I enjoy that much more than watching them make fools of themselves trying to convince someone that that old dead horse is not dead. I'm just saying. And it goes on in the article to say, because I'm skipping around a little bit, it says he cannot resist these petty, thinly veiled attempts to tarnish her reputation, to remind the world that she was never quite good enough to imply that Harry made a terrible mistake. It was a mistake made, but it wasn't Harry. Because if Harry made such a terrible mistake, why are you so bothered? It's his life, and he's left and moved 5,000 miles away. Why are you still triggered? Why are you so pressed? He did not make a mistake, and you know it. They know exactly. They pretend like they don't know. Yeah, you know, because you wouldn't be as pressed as you are. And let me tell you, William is pressed. He is. That spectacle that he put on today with him and his mannequin, oh, they are pressed. And they can't say anything any different anymore because they let the cat completely out of the bag. The cat just didn't look at, take his head out of the bag. He jumped out of the bag today. They showed everything that is going on with them. They're pressed. They really are. Meghan has them in a chokehold, and they can't move. They cannot move. They cannot move forward. I'm just saying. And this squatter goes on to say, but the problem with obsession is that it always says more about the obsessed than it does the object of their fixation. Meghan, for her part, is getting on with her life, raising her two young children and working on creative projects, embracing the freedom she and Harry fought for. And William, he is still sending his minions to scratch a old wound. They don't have one. They need to find one because it's a whole different level of crazy going on over there. And this particular squatty ends with this, and I think it's so profound. And they said Prince William, the future king, would do well to remember that history is not kind to men consumed of smallness. And it says, the longer he allows his fixation with Meghan to define him, the more ridiculous he'll appear. Where is the lie? I don't know if he can get any more ridiculous than they did today. That was, oh, that was something. And it goes on to say, and yet he does not seem able to stop himself. How very, very sad. I don't find it sad. I find it really, really crazy and weird. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatty posted an article, and they said this. The name of the article is How Meghan Markle Became the Most Followed Individual British Royal on Instagram in just under 2 months. There you go. There you go. Another sleepless night for William and Kate. I'm just saying. And this particular squatter reposted that and also posted that little ditty. Y'all know that little reel of William walking to his engagement, and they had put out all those barriers and nobody absolutely showed up. I think that was somewhere in Scotland. Y'all know they don't like them in Scotland at all. And yeah, so they posted that, and they also said this as the wait a minute, as the Duchess of Sussex, I think they're trying to say, as the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan becomes the most followed royal person, Willie's press secretary is trying to hype a basically non-existent crowd into a large one. Those people believe their own lies. Do your thing, Meghan. Keep thriving. Where is the lie? It drives them just totally bonkers to see that property that Harry and Meghan has. It's like, oh no, I have never saw property like that. And I just love it for Harry and Meghan. I do. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And I just thought this was such a beautiful picture of Meghan. And this particular squatter posted it and said, I can't wait to watch and support. Where is the lie? Bring on the cookware, Meghan. Where is the pots and pans? Where is the yoga pad? Where is all of that? Let's get going. We ready to go. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And I love this. And when I saw it, I really thought about all the stuff that they have done to Harry and Meghan and how they just continue to be such gracious individuals and how they are so much better than me because I would have moved furniture plenty of times with the nonsense that those folks have done over there. We would have been moving furniture, cars, absolutely being cussed out. Everything probably would have been happening. I'm telling you, I would probably be in jail up there. Over there on Salty Island, girl. I'm telling you, just absolutely wrecking the place. Meghan went over there and wrecked the place. I would have went over there and literally wrecked the place, let me tell you. But Harry and Meghan have just shown grace under fire. And I admire that about them. I do. And so this is why I'm posting this picture. Like William and Kate and Charles and Camilla, I am very clear on where my shortcomings are. And being a graceful person is one of those places. And so, yes, when I see something I want to achieve in myself and other people, I admire that. And I admire that in Harry and Meghan. And this particular squatty posted this beautiful picture of Meghan and said, always impeccably Meghan. A master class in grace and sophistication. All I can say is where the lie at? Where is it? So this is our picture of the day. I love it. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Oh, I want to make an announcement. At the end. Now, I am moving, and so we're not going to have the read until probably the first of next week. But we will have pop-ups every day. So y'all will have content. Y'all will have an opportunity to communicate with each other. I have pre-recorded some good ones, let me tell you, of articles that, I just did not make the cut into the read, but just worth a conversation. So we're going to have that. So just look for that. And I am going to post something every day, just not the read until I get a little more settled, which I think I will be come Monday. I still got the, house hunt or whatever, but at least I'll be and got all my stuff out of the U-Haul or the truck. It's not a U-Haul, but here we call all trucks U-Haul. I'm just saying. But anyway, yes. So just be looking for the pop-ups, and then come Monday, be looking for the read to make the comeback. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. See y'all soon. Bye. Oh, one more thing. All of my reading club, get ready, y'all, because y'all are going along with me. I posted a little piece today of the truck that I will be going on my adventure in. So keep an eye out for those posts because I will be sharing as I go along. All right, I think that's it now. I have absolutely fooled y'all how many times? 2 or 3 times by saying bye and then coming back. This time I am really saying goodbye. All right, y'all. Bye.